Several teachers have been asking me lately about transferring some files that were created in Word and converting them to Google Docs in a kind of a fast and efficient way. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and create a folder in my Google Drive to receive those documents and for those to be converted into. So I hit the create button and I'm going to say folder and just give this folder a name. I'm just going to say call it downloaded Word Docs for now. All right, so now it shows up here in my folder. I'm going to open that folder up and I'm going to click the upload button. Now you have two choices. One is you can upload files or upload a whole folder if you have them at once. I'm going to go through and just demonstrate once with files to start out with, and then we can come back and talk about folders. So I'm going to download files. Now, for here, in our case, they're often found in the J drive. These would be things that would have been stored, but you could do it in your individual H drive as well too. So I'm going to open up the J drive. And I think the example I was looking for was in the new teachers folder. And here's a bunch of Word files here. We're just going to select those and convert them. So I just highlight that one and say open. And this menu or this box should pop up. It may not, and if it doesn't show up, I'll show you why. But this is where you can change the settings, whether you want to convert it to a Google Docs. If you do, you'd check this box. Otherwise, it'll just save it as a Word file, but in that folder. If you want to change it to Google Docs and make it editable, check that box. This box here is the one that this checkbox makes it pop up this window each time you're going to upload, so you can decide whether you want to keep it as a Word file or as a Google Doc. All right, and then I hit click upload, and it's went through. It's uploaded this file originally as a Word file, but now you notice when you got here, it's got this blue document icon, which means it's a Google Doc. So when I click on it and open it up, now it is opening as a Google document. You can see all the text went handled really well. Sometimes graphics and stuff that might have been tweaked aren't always the greatest. However, lately it seems to have been working really well for the things we're doing. So that's how to do a single document. And as you can see, it is inside the downloaded Word Docs. Now let's say we want to upload a whole folder. All right, and I'm going to go to the same one. We're still going to go through into the, I'm going to look for the new teacher. But now you notice instead of opening up here, when you click on it, it just highlights the whole folder. Now what it's doing is allowing me, instead of pick individual files, it's going to take the whole folder. I click OK. I'm going to tell it to convert any documents, things like that, into that format. Now, if there's any documents in there that are PDF forms, it's going to leave them as PDFs. If I check this box, it's going to even take some of those PDF forms and try and convert those to Google Documents. That part does, works for some, but be prepared. You'll probably have to do quite a bit of cleanup with that. Okay, so there were 18 files in there. Boom, it is now doing all 18 files. It keeps them as a folder. Okay, here was the first thing here. This was a PowerPoint presentation. Converted that over to a Google Slides presentation. Here's some Word documents that are coming up. These are being converted from Word to Google Docs and so on. So we'll let this finish and stuff. We're about 10% of the way done, but it's handling those very well. So that's all you really need to do. The one other piece that I want to stick on there is as you're going through and you're going to download, up here in the corner there's a gear button, and you click on this, and there's this part here called Upload Settings. And this is where you can turn on or turn off that decide whether or not you want to have that window pop up, so you can set it the same settings there. If you check it, it'll ask you every time you upload what your preferences are. So, all right, so that's the other thing I wanted to show you. Hope that helps.